there's an ounce of arrogance and naivete, we'll find it somewhere and seek it out and try to fix it. I don't think I sense that, by the way. We're vigilant to it. How about that?
Would each of the players, and I know we're fixing a bunch of stuff,
yeah.
would each of the players just address, because coming off the big win Saturday, what the most important factor in this week's practice is going to be in their mind?
Cool. Start down there.
I think that the most important thing is to keep focused and don't let us get a big head about our win against Ole Miss, because we still got to win for the rest of the season. It's just one win.
Well, just from the defensive standpoint, I don't really feel like as a defense we've got the big head about this win. Like, we know that Chattanooga's good, they can put up some points, and we gave up a lot of points last game, so we're really hungry and ready to prove that we can shut some teams down. So the biggest thing we're going to improve on is tackling and reading our assignments, like, because the first 2 touchdowns were busted coverages, and we missed, I think, something like 13 or 14 tackles. So we know we got a lot of work, and we're ready to get to it.
And from the quarterbacks, you two guys, what's the most important? Is it focus? Is it emotion?
Yeah, it's really just staying focused and really not dwelling on the last game. And we got a lot of things that we need to work on too. And Chattanooga, they got great coaches, and they'll really exploit it if we don't fix it this week. So we really need to focus on that. And Coach Lesson, he'll have us ready.
The biggest thing I think we need to focus on really is looking back at the film and learning from it, basically. Just do our assignments better, because I think that if we would have executed everything, then we would have had a better chance, and it wouldn't have came down to the way it came down, because we missed a lot of opportunities. I missed a lot of opportunities myself. So we just got to learn from what we did last week and do better at it.
Coach, I know you were asked, I heard somewhere with ESPN game, I'm not sure the meaning of those radio shows afterward, but having been in a similar situation last year and coming close, the experience of against FSU, the experience of that, where this wouldn't come out, where this didn't necessarily come out of the blue, right, as much as how did that
I think it made a big difference. There were a lot of guys out there that weren't out there against Florida State, but I do think that it had helped our mindset at the end. I can tell you that I thought it would keep us from having that little daisy, big-eyed beginning of the game, but I still sense there was some of that. I mean, TJ, he came off the field on one of the touchdowns and said, I thought I saw him go inside. They ran somebody inside. He took his eyes off of him. Next thing you know, he's down there in the end zone. When you're not really focused, your eyes don't give you the right information. But we got to quit going to these games and making visual mistakes. But after that, I think what came back to us at halftime came somewhat a little bit from the Florida State game. I think we knew that we were physically capable of making plays, and so I think the two are linked somehow. It would be up to each individual player. Like Cody playing at Cherokee County. Coop, were you in that game last year? Coop, you were redshirt. I think each situation is different. But yes, to some degree. Yeah.
After that Florida State game, I remember you saying that you didn't think that the team was ready to get to a point where they won that big game. You said the big game was out there.
We didn't close it.
Right.
TJ Heath had the ball in his hands on the drive.
Right.
Both hands on the ball, it's over with. Go home, celebrate. There's just an idea you're going to finish this thing. You're not just here to put on a show and make it close. We're here to win it. And I think that when we realized we could have, we just didn't close it out. We closed this one out. We played better at the end than we did. We played better as the game went on. But we were getting down to a worn-out point. two plays Cody made at the end of the game. I mean, they were spectacular plays, and somebody's got to step up and make a play to finish the game. You don't think it's going to be a guy right out of high school playing his first college game, but that's the way it turned out.
Speaking of that, Cody, there's some fans down at the ticket office buying tickets on Labor Day today, excited about Saturday's game. What goes through your mind when you think about some of that renewed interest from some people who might not have come this coming Saturday if we hadn't had this past one?
Yeah, it makes me feel great. I know all of us football players, we're just so excited because the fans, man, they're really buying in now. And I've grown up here. I've grown up coming to the games. My dad played here, so I love this place, and to see it just growing up so much. And the fans are just, I'm telling you, football fever is just really catching on here, and they're really eager to just see us win.
Cool. I wanted to. Cody said something on the TV interview today that when he ran the touchdown pass in the second overtime, that his thought was, we ran a similar play in a 2-minute drill, and I had it for Kevin, and I threw it low and threw a pick, and that's what I thought about. Was that, did you flash back to that at all as that play was going on? And the second thing, maybe more importantly, how did you get your foot down in the back of that end zone and score the touchdown?
Well, it did feel like the 2 minutes we had to practice because it was like the same play call and everything. We ran all goals, and he threw it low on the play. I was like, did you see the corner in front of me? He was like, yeah, I seen him. So in the game, the same rollout, roll to the right and everything. He threw it up, and it was a better throw than it was in practice. And then the catch, it was just, I knew I had to get my foot in bounds. I seen the line. Yeah, I seen the line. So I just put my foot down where it needed to be. And I put my hands up as soon as I caught the ball because I knew I was in bounds. So the referee won't have no question but to call it a touchdown.
Was it, look, or I mean, how does all that go through right quick to
Well,
make it all happen?
I had to make sure I caught it first.
Right.
And then I put my foot down to make sure I was in bounds.
In by a hair or even by a good amount?
Inch.
Well,
Really inch. If I had a bigger shoe size, it might have been over.
and that size is what right now?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's 11 and a half.
Big old foot for wide receiver.
And then when was that 2-minute drill that he had talked about?
That was
Was it like a week ago?
That was actually Thursday before the game.
Jack, that doesn't, shoe size doesn't go into your recruiting. That doesn't enter your mind recruiting, right? You don't want to recruit too big of a foot.
Not unless we're looking at a lineman and we're hoping he gets big.
Marquez, on the 2-point play at the end of the game, were you going to run that in and you just happened to catch Lorraine coming across? Did he break his route? Or?
No, the spot where he ended up being at was where he was supposed to be. But I saw everybody take off to my right. He just opened up.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I might be able to make it. And then I ended up running into Alfonso, so I didn't think I was going to make it in. So I looked up, and I saw him, and I just threw it to him. So, but he was in the spot he was supposed to be in. I could have sat in there and just threw it to him. I mean, it looked better though, doing all that.
You took his south for it.
Yeah.
What's this team? Texas, all the questions going live.
I mean, I was expecting that.
All right, well, here's one.
Offense sells the tickets, defense wins the games.
Have you played every snap in any game at any time?
No, this is my first time doing that either. But, I mean, our strength and conditioning coach really gets us prepared, like, really. So, I was ready for it. I knew coming into the game, they told me that I was going to have to take a lot of snaps, so I was mentally and physically ready.
At any point, were you feeling it at any point?
Oh yeah. That first overtime, I started cramping, but I figured I'm probably not going to get too many games like this, so I might as well stay in there, try to stretch it out between plays.
Is he going to play every snap, every game?
I hope not. It wasn't exactly. We ended up thin at that position. Did Kevin ever play outside?
No, he ended up
Playing down on it?
He ended up staying in his groin.
So it was just you two guys the whole time?